Hey, awesome people of Facebook. It's Louisa Connolly here in the UK on Sunday evening, and I am here this evening with another important piece of the puzzle. So let me know if you are catching this live, drop a 1. If you're catching this on replay, drop a 2 and let me know how you are and how your week has been. It's always a pleasure to hear from you. So this evening, I invite you to think about your relationship with money. To really dig deep and think about your past experiences, your money memories, your belief system around money, and whether all of that serves you now and is serving you in moving your business forward and taking your business to the next level. Because your money mindset, your relationship with money is one of the most critical elements that you need to nurture and cultivate in order to have a successful business. And Paul and I speak to many people over the course of a week, and 4 little words that we hear from some people that we're speaking to are, I can't afford it. When we're discussing investing in yourself, investing in courses, in training, in coaching, or investing in a business that you know is going to be transformational. We're hearing those words, I can't afford it. And those 4 little words can be so damaging. And if you say those words, your subconscious mind is going to hear those words and it's going to believe it. And you are blocking that flow of abundance. You're blocking it, you're stopping it from getting to you. You have to be able to invest, to give in order to receive back. There's a flow, there's a cycle of money, a cycle of abundance. And the reason that I know for sure that I am right about what I'm saying is because Paul and I used to have that kind of scarcity mindset. We used to be those people who would say, I can't afford that. Oh, that's too expensive. There's no way. Oh, that's not for me. That's not for us. And because we had that scarcity mindset for a long time, we were stuck. We were stuck in a place of stress. We were stuck in a place of being broke. We were stuck in a place where we were working hard and had no time to spend with our families. So that scarcity mindset is something to be so aware of. And if you think that that's a mindset that you may have, or that you hear yourself saying those words, I can't afford it, or it's not for me, or it's too expensive, maybe it's worth thinking about. If you want to move your business forward, it's worth thinking about how you can dig deep and start to reprogram your mind so that you're replacing those limiting beliefs and those blocks that are stopping that flow. Replace those with positive, proactive thoughts, a way to get that cycle moving and to get that abundance flowing to you. So I'm going to use my own life and my own past experiences as a way of just framing what I have to say this evening. So I grew up with a single mum, and we lived in a not particularly desirable area, shall we say, and money was scarce. But I must be honest, I didn't really know that, or I mean, I must have known that, but it didn't really, I don't feel like it affected me as a child. It's only as an adult that I can feel the impact of that. So my mum worked so super hard. She used to work night shifts as a nurse, and then she would work in the day as a cleaner, doing people's ironing. She worked. But she always found the time for me as well. I mean, the woman is an absolute superhero. She worked so hard for so very little. And my memories are of, my money memories of her include things like her counting out her coins in the kitchen to see, you know, have we got enough for milk and bread, or are we going to have to choose one or the other? I remember her, you know, logging down every single penny that she spent when she went shopping. And I remember her saying things like, oh, we don't need money, do we? We've got each other. And, oh, who cares about money? And, you know, money's not important, is it? You know, as long we've got each other, and that's all that matters. All of those kinds of things. So all of that came from an amazing place of love, and I must say I was super happy growing up. Absolutely so happy. And then when I was about 11, my mum remarried, who I now call my dad. And although things were a little bit easier financially, I mean, he had a garden for a start, which I like, a house and a garden, and a colour TV, which I just thought was incredible. And he also had, and I hope you know what I'm talking about when I say this, a little shower hose attachment, so like a little rubber thing that you stuck on the bath taps, you know, like a shower hose spray. And I thought that was really posh, because you know, I'd just been used to having to fill up a cup and wash my hair over the sink. So, you know, I thought we were absolutely rich as anything by this point. But of course we weren't. But, you know, it was an upgrade, shall we say, in the world of finance. But still, so from like 11 onwards, I was hearing phrases like, you know, money doesn't grow on trees, and lots of messages about, you know, being sensible with money and think carefully about that. And again, my mum and dad both worked really hard, but for very little financially. So like I say, I was incredibly happy growing up, absolutely super duper happy. But I have realised now that in my adult life, all of that has impacted my relationship with money in a negative way. That's not to disrespect my upbringing, that's not to disrespect my parents at all. Like I say, everything came from a place of love, and I had an incredible time growing up. But I do think it's important to acknowledge that my past experiences have created a negative relationship with money to a certain extent. So for example, I am now aware, and this is a really recent thing, I'm now aware that I feel a lot of guilt and shame around investing money, certainly. I feel like, you know, my parents would be telling me I'm reckless, like I would be judged for not being sensible when I'm making business investments, even though I know logically I'm investing money and I can make a heck of a lot more money in return. And I feel guilt for earning way more than my parents ever could or did. And I feel like an element of shame for wanting more than they had, for being able to offer my children more, not in terms of love, but financially, because financial freedom opens up so many more doors. You have so many more options, you know, so many more choices ahead of you. So I feel guilt around that, as if I'm disrespecting my parents or disrespecting my upbringing in wanting to earn more financially than they ever did. So I've got these feelings of guilt, of shame, all because of my past experiences and the beliefs that I inherited from my parents and from their parents. So the reason I am giving you this big life story is because I invite you to reflect now on your childhood memories, money memories, past experiences. Maybe if you journal, jot down in a journal all of those early memories and then try and associate a feeling with those. How does that make you feel? How does that memory make you feel? And then are you able to see how that memory or how that past experience has triggered your current behaviours, your current relationship with money, and so on. So it's just really worth starting to unpick that. So as an adult, I became a teacher, and when I reflect now, I was and am still very passionate about education. And one of my big goals one day is to have an impact, a significant impact on the education system, certainly here in the UK, and how we need to focus more on nurturing children and on helping them to learn life skills and to come away from the terrible bureaucracy that we have in our education system. So it's definitely something I'm passionate about. But if I'm honest, when I look back, I used to think that I was quite noble for being in a profession that didn't pay particularly well. It was almost like a badge of honour to not be earning enough, enough just about to, cover the mortgage and the bills and so on. And I feel like that was in alignment with my family's expectations and beliefs. That I was doing something good and it was okay because I wasn't earning much money for it. And of course this isn't anything that I realised at the time. It's all now I'm able to look back and reflect and analyse. And when I stepped away from teaching and said I don't think I'm going to be going back there was a lot of resistance from family and close friends, because in their eyes I was this teacher, I was this person, this noble person doing this wonderful work and not earning much money for it. I wasn't meant to be a person that was driven by money. So again, as an adult, I felt shame for what I was looking to do, even though the reason that I've ventured into this realm of business is for incredibly good reasons and is for bettering my family's life, my children's life. So yeah, lots of emotions going on there, and who knew that money could be so powerful and trigger so much. So it's really important, if you want to move your business forward, it's really important that you are totally aware of your money mindset, your money beliefs, and how that's either going to help to propel you forward in business or it's going to keep you stuck. So Paul and I have both reflected on our money mindsets, and it's an ongoing process. We've still got a lot of inner work to do, and I would like to be able to come here and continue to share that journey with you all. But Paul and I got to a point where we had to see where we were in business and decide, are we going to move forward or are we going to stay stuck? And it's a cost equation, like every single sale is a cost equation. Are you going to stay where you are or are you going to move forward? And you have to weigh up which is going to cost you more. So for us, we were making a decision about whether to invest in training, in coaching, in a new business, we had to make that decision. Were we going to invest and move forward, or were we going to stay stuck? Were we going to say those 4 fateful words, I can't afford it, and stay stuck? Staying stuck would have led to more stress, the continued frustration and upset and not having enough time together. Would have meant financial hardship. What would that have achieved? That would have been a really heavy cost in my eyes. Financially, we wouldn't have spent any money. Emotionally, that would have been a huge, huge cost, just staying stuck where we were, stagnant in our business. The other alternative was to spend a few £1,000s. Yes, that's a cost, and not something we took lightly at all, but we knew by investing in ourselves, in the training that we needed, and investing in a business that we knew would work with this, married with this training, we knew that we could make that money back quickly and easily, and then some. So, you know, the cost equation was clear to us. We had to invest that money. We had to. And it would have been no good saying, I can't afford it. Yeah, we didn't have the cash lying around, but we did all sorts of things, anything that we needed to do to gather that money together, to use credit cards, to do whatever we needed to make sure that we made that investment, knowing that we would make that money back quickly and easily, and that would be opening the gates, opening us up for that abundance to flow to us. So we started that cycle of abundance. Like I say, we've still got some emotional blocks there that we are continuing to work through with coaching, with journaling, with affirmations, with visualization, with lots of different strategies. And it is an ongoing process, but a process that we are both thoroughly enjoying and reaping the rewards of. You know, it's so easy to think, oh, I haven't got time to do any mindset work, let alone money mindset work. How ridiculous, you know, I'm just going to get on with the practicalities of business. You cannot skip this. We tried. You cannot skip this. If you want to be successful, you need to unpick that money mindset and break down those blocks that are there acting as an obstacle to that flow of abundance. So on that note, talking about credit, etc., I am in no way endorsing or recommending that anybody would go out and you know, pay for training, coaching, business opportunity, anything like that on a credit card, unless they knew that they could obviously make their monthly repayments. That would be bad credit, but there is such a thing as good credit. And good credit means investing in something that you know is going to get you out of a difficult situation or somewhere where you're stuck. It's going to propel you forward. You're going to be able to make that investment back, and you're going to be able to pay make your monthly repayments as well. That's good credit. And just think how many people are willing to spend or to put on credit cards to pay for holidays, haircuts, clothes, cars, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yet they are unsure about investing in themselves and investing in something that is going to really help them and absolutely transform their future. So it's really worth thinking about. You know, not all credit is bad. Some credit is good. You just have to think about that cost equation and be very sensible. And, you know, looking for free training or a cheap business startup is only going to keep you stuck and keep you broke. You need to give, you need to invest to open that cycle of abundance. And you really do get what you pay for in this world as well. You really do. You need to show that you value something by being willing to invest in it. And that also shows that self-belief that you know that you're going to be able to make that money back and then some. So you have to show the universe that you're ready, that you're open to receive by giving, by handing that over, by investing. I'm just going to have a look. I've got some notes down here just see if there's anything else I wanted to talk to you about. I think I have covered most. Sorry, I lost you there. I think my battery's about to die actually. So I will certainly wrap this up now. So I invite you to have a think, write down those memories, associate it with emotions, think about how that's affecting you and your business currently, start to think about how you can move forward, and never, ever, ever say the words, I can't afford it. Don't say it, ban it from coming out of your mouth. Your subconscious will hear it and it will become true. You won't be able to afford anything. You'll stay broke, you'll stay stuck. So don't say those words. Instead, think, how can I be creative? How can I afford it? Just as Paul and I did. When we wanted to invest in training, we had to think creatively. Okay, we haven't got this cash just sitting around. How can we afford this and make this work? Get creative, get resourceful. So rise up, everybody. I look forward to seeing you later on in the week. I'll be talking about money mindset some more. And on Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. UK time, I will be chatting to the lovely Jenny Contreras from the US. We're going to be delving into money mindset as well. And she'll be sharing a little bit about her story and what a mindset shift she has had over the last couple of years. So I look forward to that. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Rise up, be the best version of yourself, and I'll see you soon.